Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly energy check-in for all things Scorpio. So I am a Scorpio rising. I'm a Leo sun, Aries moon, and Scorpio rising. My Uranus and Juno are also in Scorpio. So, um, welcome to our place. I am incredibly excited because these are the last of the Zodiac readings this week, and then I get to start them again tomorrow, technically. Um, but last week was a tough week because there were so many people coming into union and just getting the messages out due to technology malfunctions, computer malfunctions was difficult. This week, I'm like working with Psychic Source now as an additional way for you guys to get readings with me. So bringing that on and going through the onboarding and changing my schedule for like the 12th time and I don't know how many months. Recreating a schedule for myself again where I get everything, all my businesses going and in order and functioning was what the challenge was. And then on top of that, we have family things going on. So there comes a point when I'm doing the readings where I'm hitting a bunch of different family members' signs, and I'm like, oh, because I see some stuff, right? So, yeah, reading, that's why I don't eat. You don't want to read on people you know, because sometimes you're going to understand their motivations a little bit better than they do, and not helpful. So it's tough to get through. Definitely, yeah, it's tough to get through some of the signs. So I'm so happy to be here at the end, Scorpio, where it's just me and you. There's no other Scorpios but me and you. I love you so much. So okay, enough about me. Everything, well, we're going to still talk about me, I guess. Everything you need to know about me is below in the description of this video, including how to get a hold of me for a personal reading. You just grab my email and we can do a one-on-one Zoom just like this. And if you like, I can record it and you can keep it forever. Um, if not, I am on Psychic Source as Aurora. I'm extension 6150. And there you can do phone calls and a chat with me. They also have video, you just won't be able to keep it. So if you want a little more privacy in that way, I've started working with them to offer that type of communication as well. Please assist YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know to send you more Scorpio readings. And in turn, they will send out this very important Scorpio message to other Scorpios. And of course, I like knowing the hot tea. So, when you guys interact with me, I like knowing your situation if you feel like sharing it. Um, Please assign all genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and it's about the evolvement of energies throughout the Fool's journey. And the Fool's journey is what tarot is about. You can Google what the Fool's Journey is. YouTube has long versions and short versions of it. Or you can reach out to me for some coaching. If you do not like shuffling, fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that's okay. Some of them are just great advice and bedtime stories. So let's get into this, Scorpio. Share with me. What are the other things? The Scorpio collective. Share with me. And most things collective must know this week. Okay, so we have Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the notoriously known as the spy card. So he's like the social media spy, the gossip person going around getting information without going to the source yet. All the pages are children and they're messengers. And so in his case, he's usually like negative messages because they're typically gossip. Okay. But he's also intelligent and inquisitive, and he wants, knowledge and information. Unfortunately, these days, knowledge and information comes in the form of checking people's social media out, gossiping, sharing info, things like that. So let's see what that means for you. Okay. This I use, okay. This is the Grenlux Tarot deck that I'm using. This is almost the exact same. This is a very similar spread to Pisces and a very similar spread to Capricorn. So if you've got things going on with Pisces and Capricorns, you should probably go check out their their reading as well. Okay, there's a lot of conflict going on. Like last week, all the things were about people coming into union. This week, it's all about conflict and wow. So, oh my God. Yeah, so like the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands are in opposite positions of where Pisces were, but they were still there. So if you've got beef with a Pisces Scorpio, um, see, yeah, check out Capricorn, Pisces as well. All right, so let's get into this. Right now, your energy is the Magician. So it's about confidence, communication, using every um, thing at your fingertips, anything you've got at your fingertips to make things happen. Okay. It is also about manifestation. Your difficulties is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is typically about getting advice, tradition, traditional values, things like that. It can be systems like education, government, things like that, banks. So even going to advice with people like attorneys, counselors, educators. So with it being in the difficulties, it can usually be like unconventional relationships or non-traditional and unconventional methods, or not necessarily taking the high road. Okay. So we're in this manifestation process. However, we're having some challenges with traditional thinking, traditional relationships, taking the high road, things like that. Now, we have the Page of Swords, and all the pages are children, okay? And in your recent past, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So, Page of Swords is an air sign, earth sign, fire sign, okay? So, these are in your recent past. This would be a friend, a fun, flirty, adventurous message. This would be like wanting to invest in something and being new. So where do I put my pentacle? Do I put my pentacle in a loyal, stable, and committed relationship? Do I invest it in a business? Like, what do I do with this pentacle so that I can grow it? So some sort of passionate, exciting message on an investment or the opportunity to invest in a relationship. Okay. In your goals, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is winning at all costs. It's slaying, 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 slaying. And quite frequently, it can end in an empty victory. So your goal is to win at all costs. In your recent or in your near future, we have the Five of Wands, which is about competition, being competitive. This is usually where no blood has been drawn. We're just at your mama jokes and throwing bows and being competitive. This in your role is like, I want to draw blood. I want to embarrass somebody, shame them, drag them, Near future, it's just going to kind of be words. This is like come heck or high water. Okay. So you see yourself in the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. He's the loyal, stable, and committed knight. He thinks any type of progress is progress. If we move an inch today, that's progress, one foot in front of the other, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, month by month, year by year, one little bit at a time. Friends, family, coworkers see you in your 10 of Cups energy right now. That's, all your cups are full, completely emotionally fulfilled, happily ever after. That would be the perfect happily ever after. Your guidance is the Knight of Swords. Now, he is a blurty guy. He is impulsive. He's a brawler. He doesn't think things through. He's just a massive, massive action taker. And, sometimes his words can be so hurtful and obnoxious. And so with these two together, it's like your goal is to compete, or your new future, you're going to compete in it. And you are being told, and your guidance is to slay, and your goal is to slay. I unless you are the meekest person in the world. Like if you are somebody that never, ever, ever stands up for yourself, Scorpio, okay, then go for this energy. It's probably needed. But if you're someone that's in this energy all the time, I have no idea why Spirit is telling you to like while out, bust out, go, because this is like could get you in jail. Okay. Like, okay. So unless you are like somebody that never really stands up for themselves, never fights for anything, you're more of the passive nature, you don't really get involved too much, this is a time to get involved. Okay. Um, if you are always in something and you are always taking up arms for something or fighting for something, I don't really know why Spirit is directing you for this. Because it really does seem like you're in a slow kind of energy and people are just seeing you at fulfilled and at peace, right? So why you would involve yourself in anything like that is beyond me, and we're just gonna have to, you already know, so you can let me know why. But the outcome is that you are on fire for it. Like the match is lit. Okay. The caution with having the Ace of Wands in the outcome of a reading is that, tomorrow you might not, this could be short lived. The match could go out, and tomorrow morning you might not feel lit about this fight. Like, because this is your outcome and this is your goal, and they're right beside each other. So you are lit to fight. You are lit up to fight this fight right now. You're like, I'm down. Oh, I'm gonna do whatever. This is all systems go. Let's get this PU1K. Okay. Okay. I mean, just be careful. Be careful because it looks like you have a bit to risk. Okay. And unless you are like the most passive person in the world, I don't know why that would be your advice, but it is. Okay. So all I can assume is you're passive and you don't usually get involved in stuff, but you're being encouraged. Or if in fact you're a passive person, to really jump in here, get lit, handle the stuff. Okay. And not for nothing, I see 3 children. Okay. I personally have triplets, so this is a little bit overwhelming. And I hope this is not future predictive, because I really hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's not future predictive for me, because I still have babies that are babies. Even though they just turned 18, they're babies compared to their older sisters. So some kind of fight's about to come in, that you're about to get lit, and you are 100%, if you are the passive person, typically being encouraged to stand the flip up for yourself. Okay. Like, stand up, rise up, just do it, because it looks like you're going to be defending security. Emotional security and financial security. Okay. However, if you are in this energy constantly, be careful. That leads to horrific things. Okay. I really feel like that's it, but let's just get some moonology. These last Capricorn, Pisces, and this one, I'm just like, what are you doing? Gemini took a little bit, a lot as well. Please, Spirit, please show me. So was Cancer. There's been a lot this week. Please. What is some overall and significant advice for Scorpio at this time? Please spare me. Some overall and significant advice for Scorpio at this time. Please spirit. Bottom of the deck. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay, so communication, which definitely a communication card. So, and that was like your other bottom of the deck. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Yeah, with like you're about to get lit and like want to throw down. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. So stand up, make the moves. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. All right, babies. So communication is key. You're going to need a plan, a practical plan for this. Your dreams need a practical plan. Be bold and make the first move. And this personal issue will reach a resolution. So, you know, you're finding out you got to fight. I guess you're finding out you got to fight. And the only way bullies back down and stop dragging you in ish is when you stand up for yourself. Sometimes it takes more than one time. Trust me. I'm an expert. Okay, so we can do the truth deck. I'm just kind of I'm bored of it. I wish I had something really similar. Something equally, like if you have something equally similar to the truth deck that gives good advice, direction, I'm open to you making suggestions in the comments. So please share with me. Because we might, I'll see what we're guided to, but we can do flower therapy, animal spirit, and then I always do the miracle deck. What is some advice? Spirit. Deep feelings. Okay, so if this doesn't end up being a love, just know, like, we'll just take the words as they resonate pertaining. So there's definitely something rather deep going on here. Better perspective. So somebody's thought about this and show more respect. Time for play. Desire reconnection is going under better perspective. Romance is yours. Going under, show more respect. Results coming after time for play. Okay. So if this is a fight, it's coming. It's coming from a deep place, and there's just been like this permeating fight throughout a lot of the signs. So there's some results coming. It looks like somebody from your past desires reconnection after getting a better perspective. If you come in and have a respectful adult discussion and use some amazing communication skills, this could bring some positive results. And at the end of the day, this is a very phallic card. So if this is a reading about taking the bull by their horns and like getting into a relationship and taking action, which is not, I mean, I could have been influenced by the previous readings because the previous readings were not romantic at all. And there actually seems to be some romantic things coming out in this one. So if you're supposed to like be bold and take the first move, yeah, for this relationship, then that's what it's saying, like to fight for the relationship, because he would be bold and make the first move. And if you really are in this stable place and people are seeing you like that, and you've kind of, you know, taken your time to, you know, slowly cultivate. Wait. Oh yeah, be bold. You're taking your time to slowly cultivate this, is how everybody sees you. You might want to fight for it. Okay. So let's see. You know, just make sure, because the Knight of Swords, he can kind of be disrespectful and blurty. Like he can just say stuff filterlessly. So if you really are fighting for a relationship, just slow your roll a little bit, and like it'll be everything you want. Okay, it really will be everything you want. The reason for the rush is because there's a new perspective and they want to come in, you know. So the results are coming, and it's gonna, wands and swords, it's like, so in the time for play, like, you know, it's sexy time, like that's literally what this means. So just be careful, because this card and the outcome can be very short-lived. That took a turn, so yours really could be about a relationship. The other ones were not at all. They were not. Okay, so we doing animals, are we doing flower? Okay, we'll do animal spirit, and I'm just gonna give you full disclosure. I haven't learned the cards to it, and I'm so excited about this deck, and I've just really had it since, I probably had it a year, and I just haven't had time to sit down and learn it. So you know, I know like if an animal is a predator and what it eats and possibly where it is, where it lives, but as far as what the creator of the deck intended, I don't really know. And so I'm going to read out the book for your advice. We get a card for you. It is an animal spirit Sweet. Sweet. Scorpio. Dragonfly. Dragonflies are very spiritual. So let's see what we've intended. What we intended here. The in alphabetical order. In alphabetical order. Okay, so we have dragonfly, and you can look these up online as well. Okay, the dragonfly, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it's always moving, shifting, shimmering, changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to claim the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Exactly. So, I know your guidance is to take initiative, go in there, get it done, fight for it, go, 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 fire, fire, fire. This is like connect with source, use your brain, think it through. So, meaning like in balance, like we need to take action, but we can't forget we have a brain here, okay? So, when in the upright, when this is in balance, we're seeing clearly, we're joyful, and we're magical. When we're out of balance and in reverse, we can't concentrate and we have a very busy, busy mind. To bring everything into balance, just focus on breath. It's like breath work. Very nice. Very, very nice. So while you're guided to 100% to take action and get lit with this, it's just saying like, also use your brain. Okay. Also connect with source. Don't be a wackadoo. Like he can 100% just be all impulse. So what it's saying is, yes, while you're taking action, please use your brain. Okay, these are your guidance. So let's do flower therapy for you. It's important. Big card for Scorpio. First step, hydrangea. Breaking down this problem into tiny pieces makes it easier to take the first step. So yeah, so if the reason spirit is like urging you to be impulsive, this is kind of telling me like it usually is difficult for you to take initiative and take the first step. So you are still being encouraged to take that first step, and they're recognizing right now that it's hard for you, but really, really, truly, they are not kidding. Take action. All systems go, and it's okay. And if you do have to break it into smaller little steps and be yourself and how you usually handle things, which is probably typically in this energy is what it looks like. It's okay. They understand. But you must. Okay. All right. So they've caught me up to who you are. They're like, yes, would you stop saying the bad things? They need to do it. Stop taking this backwards. Acknowledge who they are. So you really are typically in this space, okay? They need you to be in this space. All right. Said. Please share with me. And this is the miracle cards. I send you off with one single piece of advice to take with you through the rest of the week. Please, Spirit, please share. What is one single piece of advice that Scorpio can take throughout the rest of the week? Please, Spirit. Single piece of advice. Through the rest of the week. This is exciting. I don't think I've seen this one. Miracle workers. Oh. Did you hear that? She just did the same thing. Do you see it? She's my dog, and she has hectochromia. So you see, she's got one blue eye and one brown eye. And she just, I don't know if you heard it, so you can rewind it. And if you have to throw your volume up, she mimicked exactly what I just said. Okay. As we become purer channels for God's light, we develop an appetite for the sweetness that is possible in this world. A miracle worker is not geared towards fighting the world that is, but towards creating the world it could be. So I think we really are just getting more acknowledgement on who you actually are, okay? And that is great, and you are amazing, okay? And you really are a good person, and you really are always coming from a good place with a good heart. Everybody does see you absolutely in this energy at all times. Right now, Spirit really needs you to do a little something different, okay? A really big something different. Okay, so this is going to be energy that you don't really play in. And so if it takes a little work and effort to get you to this place where you actually got to fight for something, it is your encouragement to do so, okay? And I think with these last few cards, they really are just acknowledging who you are, and that's great, and thank you, but we need to switch energies right now, okay? And you have full permission from Spirit, all right, to do all this and to get lit, baby. All right. Communication is key. All right. Get lit, whether it's for a relationship, a situation, if it's for children, like whatever is going on here, you have all systems go. Right? That's what I have for you this week, Scorpio. If you enjoyed this reading, please assist YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes so you can get more Scorpio readings. And then you get this important message out to other Scorpios. And if you would like a personal reading with me, either grab my email below or hit me up on Psychic Source. I'm Aurora, extension 6150. And I will assist you with whatever clarity you need. Okay. Have a great week.